Hi, I'm Peter, a product expert here at Upkeep. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to data import locations within Upkeep. So for our agenda today, I'll provide a quick overview and demonstration so that you can start importing right away. All right, so let's first talk about the overview. Now, when you're importing locations, the max limit you can put in a CSV file is 1000. And then you can also export your location data as well. So I'm going to give you a quick demonstration and show you how this all looks like within the app. So once you're within the Upkeep web app, click on the location section, and that will take you here where you can see the list view of all your locations. Now, these right here are your primary or main locations. If you click on the downward arrow, that's where you can see your sublocations. Sublocations are like components of your main location. So it can be a zone or floor to like a main warehouse or an office. So let's say I want to add in more primary and sublocations. You just click on these three dots here. And once you click on import, that will download a CSV file similar to this. And then row 1 is the title columns. You want to keep that consistent, so don't change anything there. Row 2 is always going to have sample data. So this is where you can follow along as a guide when you're inputting your data. I already have mine filled out, so I can go ahead and remove row 2, that's sample data. Now, if you're importing all your locations for the first time, if you're importing both your primary and sublocations, it's best practice to upload two separate CSV files, one for parent locations and one for sub. However, for this tutorial here, just to keep it easy and consolidated, I have a parent location in row 2 and a sublocation in row 3. All right, so let's go over these really quick. Name, that's the name of your location. You can put in your address here. Latitude and longitude, these are the coordinates you put for map coordinates if you want them for each of your locations. If they don't apply to you, you can honestly just leave them blank. And just as a quick refresher, if you do input these, you would have to enter it in numbers like these. So let me get that removed. And then lastly, parent location ID. What that means is if you're importing sublocations like here, this means that I already have building 1 within my app already. And then I want to import zone C of building 1. So I have to find that parent location ID data. So how to find that, you would go here, click into building 1. And then in this URL search bar, you see these 10 characters after the /. That's the parent location ID I want to use for importing my sublocation, zone C. Now, if you're having to import a lot of sublocations, it can be a little tedious by clicking into each 10 characters in the URL search bar. So you can also export your location data that you currently have. And once you do that, you can find any of your parent location IDs this way as well, which will be in row A. That's the difference between an imported and exported locations CSV file. Row A, column A is always going to be the location ID for an exported sheet. So just keep that in mind. All right, so for here, everything looks all good. I got building 5 and then building 1 zone C. So I can go ahead and save that. Once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and now import that file that I've just saved. So click into that last box that says import your file, and then find that location CSV file, and then it'll go ahead and upload. And once it does that, you get a green box saying success. And now let's go ahead and check if it's all been imported. So building 5, my primary location looks good. I can even click into it. I haven't put much data, but everything does look pretty good, like that address, it's all in there. And then for building 1, if I click on that downward arrow, you see that sublocation, zone C, it's in there as well. All right, so that's just a brief rundown on data importing locations. If you have any questions or feedback, let us know, and I hope this was helpful, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.